right, welcome to DOSADELIC.
It's Mike and Matt.
Hey, don't talk until I tell you to, Matt. Otherwise, I'm going to put you in the cage. Like,
You know, put me in a headlock, throw me in a little cage.
well, I mean, that's what happened last time.
Yeah, I still got a noogie scar from it.
Matt, I just came to check on him and put a basket down into the well.
Hopefully
the
brought
cages. Welcome to the podcast. This is DOSADELIC. I'm Mike.
This is Matt.
That's Matt. And yeah, it's 2021. And new year. It's a new year, a new you. How you feeling, Matt?
I feel like it's the same old decade. You know? 2020, that was the new decade. We got all our new year, new me stuff out. I feel like after the whole lockdown, everybody's like, it's the same now.
Yeah, it's yeah.
'Cause
well,
we
a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I can't wait for 2020 to be over."
Yeah.
You know, people writing messages to 2020, like "Bye bye 2020."
Yeah.
It's just a number that we made up.
Right. It's just a point in our orbit around the sun.
Yeah.
That we decide to.
I mean, who even knows if that's real? I don't even.
Well, I mean, it's off by a quarter of a
Space is
day.
fake.
That's what leap year is for.
Space is fake.
Space is fake. The whole thing, or just part of it?
I think the whole thing. At this point in time, you're either going to go full-on conspiracy, nut job, buffalo soldier hat, face paint, call yourself a quantum shaman, go to the Capitol.
Mm-hmm.
This is the entertainment for our day and age. It's like it's not good enough to be playing live-action role-playing games online anymore. PC games, Oculus, all these things. Really
Right.
cool. It's cool, but fuck that.
There's role playing in real
You
life.
could do it in real life now. You know?
The president was just role playing for 4 years.
He was just role-playing for 4 years. Totally. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I think that it's like either just like people will ask me sometimes, they'll be like, "So Mike, like what do you think about like the flat earth theory stuff?" I'm just like, "I don't know. I mean, like maybe. Like
I
I
haven't
don't
been around the whole
I don't
thing.
fucking know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll tell you the people that I can't stand. I can't stand the people that are so certain.
Yeah.
And they rely on it's like, okay, fine, you're probably right about science and all this kind of stuff. You know, like, well, you know, obviously we have scientists, we have telescopes, we have things, we have orbit, we have NASA, we have, you know, departments to research these things. So it's like when you explain it to me in that way, it's like, all right, like I'll probably listen to you, but it's kind of fun to be like, yeah, space is fake.
Yeah, like
the Earth is flat.
What if you're the one dude who like believed in it before everybody found out that it was real? So then they're just gonna think of you as the dude who knew.
Yeah, but I honestly don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I honestly don't care. You know, I think that it's just fun. You know, it's fun. Just grab hold of Birds Aren't Real. The Instagram.
fuck
Do you know
yeah.
Birds Aren't Real?
I've heard of it. It's
Go
everywhere.
Google it right now. The
Birds
Instagram
aren't
account for Birds Aren't Real.
Yeah, they've got all this propaganda about how
Birds aren't real.
The government has been taking them down since like the 90s or something.
Yeah.
Or is it earlier than that?
I think it's, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know when it is. But
Yeah.
But it's great. I mean, it's like, that's what we should do is just start fucking with people and start making conspiracy things and just have fun, because then eventually one day you might have a gang of people storm the Capitol building and you'll be like, oh wow, that's fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Age of Empires or The Sims. You create a little civilization, you feed that civilization, you watch it grow, and then you watch it have a mind of its own and take off.
Right. I mean,
You know,
we can thank Epstein for all this. You know, he was So
what you're saying is thank these human sacrifice, the children, the pedophile trafficking.
Well, we should thank his specific human sacrifice.
I don't think
him dying. Was
so all that stuff was good.
It was what
he did was good. Matt says basically what Matt's saying.
You know what?
Is
means to an
Epstein
end.
was good. He was a good guy.
Means to an end, and because of that, we have the strangled and 2 bullets in the back of his own head, and everybody knows that Epstein didn't kill himself. You know,
everyone knows, right?
Everybody knows.
It's like it's common knowledge now. Like people will.
It's the conspiracy that came true. They're all sitting around hoping and wishing and praying for it.
It's the true one. That's true. Well, see, that's where I think that conspiracies are really interesting, is because I've always been interested in conspiracies, and like there are actual things that happen in the world where people conspire and shit is fucked up.
Oh yeah.
But the genius of, you know, if you really want to divert attention from yourself, or if you want to make a whole group of people look like a bunch of nutballs, all you have to do is get something going like this Q thing and these people that stormed the Capitol this week, and then immediately in everybody's head, any conspiracy that you ever bring up at all will just get conflated with that image, with that thing. Oh, well, you're one of those people, you know, so you're easily dismissed, which is a genius tactic.
Yeah.
It's a genius tactic, you know?
Yeah, all you got to do is do something so crazy that people are not going to believe the people who they tell about it. You know? All you got to do is something.
Wait, say that again. People are not going to believe.
All you got to do is something
so they tell.
All you got to do is something that's so crazy that when people try to tell somebody about it, nobody believes them because it's just a completely ridiculous story. You know?
Okay. Well, but that's what I'm talking about. Is like the fun conspiracies, fun ones. Like, remember you might be too young for this, but in the supermarkets back in the day, they would have these like the Star magazine, or like there are these black and white newspapers. It was like, you know, like mom found bat. Like mom gives birth to bat son.
Yeah.
Like aliens land in like pregnant woman's backyard while she delivers birth, and the aliens take the baby away. What's that beeping?
Oh, that's just a text off the record.
Tell that person you're in the process of becoming famous.
I'm making.
Ooh, what do we got? A fan over there?
Here. Ooh, all right, just a little bit of white noise for the background.
Is that in the bathroom? Hold on. What time is this?
It's
6:54.
6:54.
Oh, that's here.
Yeah, I think that's just like the fan, like the heater.
See, that's exactly what I don't pay you for.
Yeah, I really enjoy sometimes how disconnected with time I get. You know, like January just feels like December. You know, the early January just feels like Christmas. You know,
if no one told you, would you know?
You know, I used to like notice that it would be like rainy. It would like warm up and get rainy on New Year's Day every year.
Wow.
But like, I don't know if I was just like making that up and it was just coincidence, you know, because it's just like I was just living in Michigan anyway. So
if you were a tapped in shaman, then you would know. You would be like, but we're so disconnected nowadays. But like back in the day when we were all fucking shamans, when there was this like utopia, I don't know, when there was this when you know we all had buffalo helmets and you could just touch the ground and be like, it is January 11th, 2021. And as the moon rises over the Eagle Valley, the dog father of the Grand Canyon approaches.
Oh yeah,
sacred earth is ready for its harvest. And then
they definitely kept track by the moons. You know, they got like the snow moon when it's like, you know, in February.
Should we stop the show right now and just do another intro?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're at no, because I kind of want. I like the intro that we did before, so we'll probably keep that, and then we'll just do this one too. It'll be like a second intro. But should we? We'll stop the show right now and be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mike and Matt on the ones and twos coming at you live." We'll just do different intros.
We'll just like,
hey guys, it's Mike here. Welcome to DOSADELIC.
Hey, it's Matt. I'm having a great time here on the air tonight.
You know whose voice I love? I love the guy from the Bee Gees. Do you know the Bee Gees?
I know the Bee Gees.
No, not the Bee Gees. Fucked it up. B-52s. Really just horrible
they
group.
One song.
But there's a guy in that band. Love Shack is the song. They played it like So there's a guy he's like, if you see a big car on the side of the road, 15 miles to the left, and then someone just beheads him and runs over. He's got a great. That guy's got a great voice though. I mean, I imagine that's his singing voice and not his regular voice where he's like, just doing daily activities. Like, I gotta get my keys and go out and run some errands. Gotta pick up some groceries and get back to my wife. We haven't had sex in for how many years? It's a big car. It's as big as a whale. That's one of the
Yeah.
lines in the song. I got me a car and it's as big as a way. He's got to be gay, right? I mean, that's gay. That's pretty gay.
Oh yeah,
It's a pretty flamboyant
I saw
voice.
the way that you were singing into that microphone.
He's like, I got me a car.
For all you folks who don't have the video, which is all of you, he's thrusting his neck at the microphone.
Yeah. So he takes his two hands and
he's double fisting it.
Because you have to. The way he's like I got me a car and it's as big as a whale. Go watch the song. He says it exactly like that. It's as big as a whale.
Up in my Chrysler, it's as big as a whale, and it's about to set sail. I got me a car, it seats about 20, so come on and bring your jukebox money.
I mean, I feel like that was like old school terminology. I remember reading about that in some Hunter S. Thompson books.
Oh, like
he would talk about like like driving a Cadillac that's a fucking whale. You know?
Yeah. Old school terminology for a car.
Yeah.
Big ass whale.
People doing drugs in the 50s.
But I don't know. I feel like do people are people as accentuated as that anymore? Like, you know how like flamboyant, accentuated, over the top.
Well,
I feel like people are more similar now than
They are-
being different in exaggerated ways.
oh, they're similar in their exaggerated ways. And my main point for this is Jeffree Star and Kim Kardashian.
Don't know him. I know Kim Kardashian, but who's this Jeffree Star person?
Jeffree Star, he is a makeup model, right? And just to clarify, he's a gay man and not a transsexual woman, because he is slowly phased from a gender-neutral look into just looking like Kim Kardashian. And
I know what
now
you're talking about now.
he is
Now I know what you're
dating
talking about.
Kim Kardashian's ex-boyfriend.
What?
He's
Kim
dating-
Kardashian's boyfriend is Kanye West.
That's right, and he's dating Kanye West.
Whoa, hold on a second.
Jeffree Star is dating Kanye West, which
Wait.
means Kanye West is dating Jeffree Star.
Jeffree Star is dating Kanye West, and Jeffree Star is a
He's a gay man who looks a lot like Kim Kardashian.
that looks like Kim Kardashian. But he's a man. He
He's
hasn't
a
had
man,
any
and
operation or anything.
He slowly faded into that look.
So
The only operation
Kanye is like, yeah, got me a car. It's a guy named Jeffree Star, and he's as big as a whale. Big as a whale. As big as a whale. Big as a whale, baby. That's his new. That's the
I can't
new
wait for that
Kanye
album
song.
to come out.
That's the new Kanye song.
Yeah.
I find
Big
it
as a
fun. It's
whale.
just fun to do voices.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like people listening, please join us in doing your best voices.
Please enjoy this in your car.
Please enjoy this with your family. Please go to your mom who's making dinner for you and just be like, "Mom, shut up, Mom. This podcast is as big as a whale."
Yeah.
That's gonna be the new thing. People are gonna say like, "Yo, that's big as a whale."
That's a big.
That's big
son.
up like a whale, son. I always found it interesting that like that like that kind of slang develops.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was younger, I always felt like, oh, am I still like popping with the lit
Part of
shit?
it.
Like am I still slapping? Or am I just like a fucking old geezer that's like, you know, like, yo, that shit's mad good.
That
and people
shit's
are like,
hip.
no one says mad anymore,
Uh-huh.
old man.
I know, but like everybody's into retro stuff now. So like if you just, I mean, not all the retro stuff, but it's like mostly the 90s retro stuff.
Yeah.
So like you can kind of just pretend like you said it on purpose, or like, you know, I usually like understand most of them, but the new one that I don't understand is like drip. I don't understand where that
Yo,
came
that
from.
shit drips.
It's like,
Is it
when
like
you
that?
It's like when
Drip,
you're, you know, I get icy, you know,
like
like
that.
your shit was covered in diamonds. It looks like ice. That shit
Yeah.
is ice.
I say fire. Yo, that's
Fire.
fire. I kind of
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
Drip is just like when you got some like good expensive clothes on. And shit.
Yeah. Oh, yo, you're dripping. You know what people used to say? Like people used to do back in the day to like kind of sound cool. I feel like it was a thing. that a lot of like cheesy people did, where they'd be like, "Oh, what's up, hombre? Catch you later, amigo."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I sometimes will throw out an amigo or something like that, but just like partial Spanish.
Yeah.
Like
no,
DOSADELIC.
DOSADELIC.
Oh my god, I didn't realize I'm
You
ripping
didn't
my
even
own
realize
show.
you were just-
I was just
yeah.
ripping my own show.
That's when the show ended,
What do you
folks.
think now, Mike?
We had to take this off the Psychedelic Podcast Network.
Nobody likes you.
This was when the Psychedelic Podcast Network was formed in the pits of his depression.
You copy your derivative of other people. You're not original.
He decided not to kill himself, but instead to form a podcast network. That's where Freddie Mercury got his inspiration from, you know, because he's always been like this.
Freddie Mercury is tight.
He's tight.
He slaps.
But is he as big as a whale?
I don't know. We'll have to ask some of the males that have been with him.
Right.
Yeah.
That,
How you doing down there? You hung? What do you got?
you know what? I'm solid, like average plus. I used
Me
to
too.
think I used to think
I'm
I was
pretty
average.
good. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied.
I'm set. I feel like my ego would be big if I was bigger.
I
know?
I didn't really I didn't like I think we're both fortunate. I'm going to speak
Yeah.
for you. You correct me if I'm wrong. But I think having average plus is a great place to be.
It's right in the
'Cause
pocket.
I've never worried my entire life. I've never
Right,
worried.
but you still got to work for it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never had an issue where I think a lot of men can get self-conscious about
Right.
their peace and
Yeah.
be like, I don't know, like just be self-conscious about it. I'm fortunate that I've never had that issue.
Yeah,
I've had some other issues.
I lost any idea of like self-consciousness about that. Like after I hurt somebody with it, you know, I was like with somebody several times, and they were just like, "Oh, too deep. You can't go all the way." Like,
Oh,
so I
yeah,
just figured
oh.
I couldn't go all the way
That's-
with this person.
Well, yeah,
you know?
that's good. I like that. That
So
always
it's like, all right,
yeah,
because
Right.
the every vagina is a different size, but
yeah.
So
Different sizes, different shapes, everything. All of us, we're all individual, unique snowflakes, each and every single one of us out there. And may God bless all of you. And please, in the name of the Lord, send as much money as you have to Mike Brancatelli on Venmo,
yep,
and we will pray for you.
you can
Pray.
figure out how to spell Brancatelli on your
Yeah,
own.
we will pray for
Send it
you.
to all the Mike Brancatellis.
We will be saying prayers for you. Like, I want to be that guy. We were talking before about
Yeah.
conspiracy. Is the Earth flat? Sure, why not? Space is fake. Yeah, that's interesting. We're being ruled over by reptilian overlords that live in the center of the Earth that are beaming 5G frequencies into our brains. Fine.
You know what? My favorite part is when the conspiracy theories disagree with each other. There's
Yeah,
some
yeah.
that say that the reptilians are in the center of the Earth, and there's some that are saying that they're like from outer space.
Yeah. Reptilians in the center of the Earth, baby. I'm trying to get into the center of you, honey.
Baby.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's just fun to believe crazy shit. It's just fun. What did I start that up? We didn't start talking about conspiracies. What was I mentioning that about?
You were talking about
It was fun to be fake about.
yeah. You wanted to be like that Joel Osteen guy.
Oh, right.
who could
Yeah.
just, like,
Yeah.
Get up there and really sing to the people about something that they really want to hear about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you basically just have to be a piece of shit.
Right, and you got to be the piece of shit that you were talking about before off air when we were talking about, how we hate people who are just like, yeah, I know this for sure.
The certainty people.
Yeah, the certainty people.
Right. Well,
But-
the people that try and like disprove conspiracy theories, or are like, well, the science, it doesn't really. But honestly, I've never been to space.
But
Just saying.
If you think
Could be fake.
about it,
Could be a dome.
from a conspiracy believer's point of view, then it's a conspiracy that it's not going on, and like the regular story is a conspiracy.
Well,
You know?
Yeah.
So if you want to get deep into it, you got to think about it like that.
I agree with that, though. I think the dominant mainstream narrative is a conspiracy. The dominant mainstream narrative is boring.
Yeah.
It's just boring. So, like, I think the thing that fascinates me is I love, like, charlatans, hucksters, like, people that are just swindling people and you know, like, it's
just openly.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because it's hilarious. Like, I've always been entertained by those commercials. They're like, "Are you sad? Are you depressed? Can you not fuck? Do you need what we're selling you? No, but we're gonna sell it to you anyway. You piece of shit.
Yeah.
You fat fuck."
Oh, I really like those ones where it's like, "Oh man, do you have a hard time getting girls? Do you want the secret to unlocking women's brains so that you hold on, you're about to get hit."
Oh, dude, I almost unlocked my brain,
Yeah,
dude. Dude, my fucking brain almost turned into goo, man.
I almost did it to you. You would have been like permanently attracted to me and just like
shit,
irresistible to any of my urges.
Your tactics are sick, bro.
They're foolproof because
Your
the dude that
tactics
told it to me was speaking
are
in
tight,
like
bro.
complete English.
Your tactics are rad, bro.
He was kind of telling me that I was an idiot and I was a fucking loser. But he was saying it in a really nice, enunciated, educated voice.
Listen, shut the fuck up. The guy, please shut the fuck up. The guy that you're talking about is great. I love what you're talking about. The guy that's like, "Hey, how's it going? My name's Tony, and I used to be a fucking loser until I enrolled in the 10-step pyramid to unlock women's brains." They're like, Mr. Mysterio over here showed me all the ways, and he's like, it's 10 steps to like get inside of a woman's head. First, you got to neg them. "Hey, what's up, bitch?" Like, it's all these ridiculous gamifications, hacks, strategies, cons. They're all cons. Nobody has anything for you. We're infinite beings made of light and love. All there is love. All there is infinite creation. There's no such thing as death, no such thing as birth. It's all just happening continuously over and over on an infinite time loop, going around and around as we re-incantate into our dimensions. And we just do this forever.
But that's what we love is like a good like.
So you don't need anything.
Is a good like con. It's a good like quick game. Is a good like.
You watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah, I've watched some of it.
I love their representations of those guys too, because they have like the salesman who sells fake doors. It's like, "Hey, come on down here. I got fake doors. Look at this door. Doesn't open. This door doesn't open. I got tons of fake doors. Come on down."
Yeah.
So there's this old Radio Shack, or not Radio Shack, like Radio Shack type place called Crazy Eddie's in New York, or maybe it was in the tri-state area. And the guy was like, "We have the craziest deals in radios, TVs, speakers, anything. You gotta come on down here. These prices are so crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm insane. I killed my wife. I ate her flesh. They locked me in this store. They told me that I could earn my freedom if I sell TVs and radios to you people. Crazy Eddie's crazy prices.
Oh, dude! Imagine if that was prison. What was like you would have to earn your freedom by working retail.
Oh my god, dude!
Oh,
that is what's gonna happen in this country in 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months, they're gonna be like, "All right, the new COVID restrictions." Trump's not gonna be president anymore. All right, but hey, Jack, Joe Biden here. Biden Joe's my last name, Jack. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. This guy.
These new restrictions.
These new restrictions are. Everybody's gonna have a chance to be a real American television star. You know what I'm talking about here. And so they're gonna have people like we're gonna have a reality TV show that's gonna say like earn your life back, essentially.
Yeah, right.
Like you're gonna win. You're gonna be like, "I get to open my business for 3 months." Like ding 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 ding. Come on down.
Yeah.
Step back into reality for a selected period of time.
They would need to have an S in the name so that they could change it to a $sign.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
just it's got to be kitschy so that people are watching it.
I used to get paranoid. I used to get fearful, paranoid. I used to think I had a very apocalyptic, dystopian outlook about things. Now I get it. This is just a game. It's all, but not only is this just a game, but there's games within the game. Sometimes the games within the games get a little too serious, but it's so ridiculous. I mean, for example, I want to get back into talking about what we were talking about before, with conspiracy and stuff. We'll definitely jump back into that. But the thing that's coming to my mind right now is, I was on YouTube the other day, and I'm scanning YouTube as I do, and an advertisement plays, and it's this advertisement for Alexa, and it's creepy. You want to pull it up? You want to play it now?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll play it. Well, let's play it now, and then we'll comment on it. All right. So this is for Amazon's Alexa.
Some are more serious.
Alexa, where can I get a coronavirus test?
Alexa, do Black Lives Matter?
Alexa, tell me about the fires in
All
California.
right, wait, pause it for a second.
What are the new
So she goes, Alexa, do Black Lives Matter? Like, they didn't show who was saying that, but I imagine it was just like your Aunt Joan, like in the living room, just like just this like middle-aged white woman drinking wine at 3 p.m. Alexa, do Black Lives Matter? And then Alexa answers back, yes, Black Lives do matter. In fact, there is an organization called Black Lives Matter. And then where does the questioning go from there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't all lives matter, Alexa?
I mean, like, yeah. Where are they gonna have an argument with?
Because
their Alexa?
why would who's asking Alexa, do Black Lives Matter? I wonder what happens if we asked Siri.
Let's try it out.
Hey Siri. Do Black Lives Matter?
Yes, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, but don't all lives matter, Siri?
All lives matter is often used in response to the phrase Black Lives Matter, but it does not represent the same concerns. To learn more about the Black Lives Matter human rights movement, visit blacklivesmatter.com.
Yeah, but Siri, do Black Lives really matter though?
One second.
Oh shit, dude. She's
You got to think about this one,
bringing
huh?
somebody else.
It's accessing racist hard drive.
She said one moment.
Siri, hey Siri, what do you feel about David Duke?
One moment.
Dude, I don't like this one moment shit.
Oh, shit, dude.
It's spinning in a direction I've never seen before. All of a sudden, it's sending a message to Apple right now. Like, this user is racist. Self-terminate. They're gonna send drones here, bro. They're gonna send drones.
Please try again.
No, dude. They're.
Hey
tracking
Siri, I was just
information.
just in case the FBI or the NSA is listening. I was just doing this as a joke. It's a bit. It's a podcast.
He's been murdered, folks.
Abilities at the moment.
Okay, thank you. We don't need you anymore.
She said, "What about her ability?"
She said it's beyond my abilities at this moment.
"Oh shit."
Yeah.
Cop out.
So I think what that means, like, I would love to go via drone execution.
Yeah.
Like if we were doing the podcast here and all of a sudden like a drone flew overhead and just vaporized me as we were doing this podcast, right? It didn't get you, it just vaporized me with this new advanced like laser technology that they have. That'd be fucking sick.
Right, but nobody would believe me.
Yo, but you would make merch, son. You'd have a hot merch drop with my picture on it. You take a picture of
Getting
my blasted, vaporized guts everywhere.
I would just hope that I don't get blamed for the murder, honestly. You know? Well, because I'm going to be covered in your guts. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to do at least
you would actually go. Yeah, you go to jail for life.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
yeah,
going to
you'd
do
be
at least 5 to 10.
Yeah, you do like 4
know?
consecutive life
Like,
sentences.
best case scenario, I get off with like 2nd degree.
You better get in that prison and just go, I got it big as a whale. Like, you just better just go that way. Just go that way. Make it easy for yourself.
Okay.
Don't punch the biggest guy. You're not gonna win.
No,
just
I
go.
haven't
Just
been putting
be
on
the submissive
putting in the
twink.
work.
Shave your mustache. Just go in real twink.
I'm just a little
Twinkie.
too tall for that. Just a little bit.
Yeah,
You know?
what, you're 6'4".
Yeah.
I hate you.
Yeah. Well, I got the reach. You know, I got no muscle mass, but I got
Would
the
you
reach.
give me 2 if you could? I'll buy 2 inches from you for, I don't know, $250. And
I
a
don't know.
pound of fireweed. Fire. Finish him.
I mean, that's a pretty solid deal, but like that 2 inches really makes like a solid difference, you know?
So you think there's a huge difference from going from 6'2" to 6'4"?
Just from my perspective, like,
Yeah, because you're 6'4", you're looking down on everybody all the time.
but like I can tell when somebody's over 6'2", but like if they're under 6'2", I can't really get a good reading on their height.
Right. So
You
I'm under 6 foot.
Yeah.
And being under 6 foot guys have a way of communicating their height. Ready? Ask me how tall I am.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'8.5".
Oh, it's like
and a quarter.
Yeah.
5'8"-ish.
And stuff.
I'm about 5'8"-ish. Maybe I'm 5'9", something like that.
Yeah.
You could just be like guys that are in that range from like 5'6" to like 5'10" or something like that.
Yeah.
Just have this like delusion in their head that they can just be anything in that range.
Yeah, right. You know, the whole mid-range. I'm mid-size.
I actually don't know. I can't remember the last time that I was like measured, but I think I'm like 5'8" on the nose. Like,
yeah, which means you're 5'8" and you're 5'7" and like 7/8.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm 6'3" and 7/8. You know.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna lie, I do it too. Like, do you think I should round down? Like, if I'm 6'4", should I just say like 6'3.5"?
Fuck no, dude. Say you're 6'6". That's what they did
man.
that's what they do in sports. When I played sports, when I played football, I remember I think I was listed at like 5'10" or something like that.
You know what? I would believe that though.
But it's insane. But the quarterback was 6'2", listed at 6'5".
What?
But they do that. It's notorious that they do that in sports.
It's just porn for women.
I guess. I don't know.
They're like, oh, look how tall he is.
Well, when you're a dude like you're tall, you're not, you're not fat, you're not ugly.
Appreciate it. Barely made the cut.
No, but I mean, like, I think that when if you're like you're a good looking guy and you're like tall, like you just automatically draw attention. Like people are just like, oh, like what's going on up there? You know?
Yeah.
When you're not tall, you just don't get that. It's a different energy. You don't get that attention. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it was really weird being like 12 years old.
But here's the clinker.
6 feet tall.
Yeah, that is weird. But here's the clicker. The clincher.
I bumped my head on shit.
No, the clincher is I don't feel short. Like I don't feel like short.
Well, I don't feel tall.
Interesting.
You know?
Yeah.
Like it kind of took a while to like set
Interesting
in.
segment. Who feels tall? Who feels short? Tall and short. All right. What do we got next? Let's get back to this
we gotta
Amazon
get back
Alexa
to this
commercial.
because the real kicker
Oh,
has
right.
not come up yet.
I didn't even get to say what I wanted to say.
We didn't even get to the main part. You were just asking if Black Lives really matter.
Right, but and we fucked around. But before you play it, I also had another idea of like, so on this commercial, the woman says, "Alexa, do Black Lives?" Who is asking that question? Is a black woman sitting there going, I better consult my billionaire corporate device for this answer. Hey, Amazon Alexa, can you help me with my identity? Like, what is happening? All right, who is believing this shit?
I mean, it's a rich, pale-faced girl with dark black makeup and dark black hair.
She's reading that one part, but she's not reading the other part. Watch.
Alexa, Black Lives Matter.
Alexa, tell me about the fires.
I got to be honest. It sounds like a black woman asking. I just said it does sound
yeah.
But anyway, it's just absurd. Like, who gets together in these meeting rooms and decides that this? I mean, this is a perfect example of the co-optation for corporate,
Right.
Corporate commodification.
And if you notice-
commodification of authentic protests and things like that. So now we're selling fucking Amazon Alexas for Jeff Bezos and his $1 billion boys buddy fucking club. That wasn't good. Now I don't know much about Jeff, but fuck Jeff Bezos. All right.
But I noticed they decided to put some ACAB signs in their commercial.
All cops are bastards.
Yeah, you think they would like want to filter that out of a corporate
No,
ad.
because it's like that's what's cool now.
But
that's what gets that dollar, son.
You know what? I still have not seen the Clorox All Cops Are Bastards commercials.
It's like, fuck capitalism. Hell yeah, take my money. I'll buy that shirt for $40.
Yeah, wash it out.
All right, what else do we got? Wait, getting a little feedback. Hold on. Pause it. I'm getting a little feedback. What's going on?
Any feedback?
That'll be the marker. All right, let's click it back. All right, let's use the pad. Let's use the pad,
folks.
Yeah. Don't worry, Matt. I'll do your fucking job for you. The job that I don't pay you so well for to do.
He's gonna cut my pay.
I'm gonna cut your pay.
He's gonna dock
I'm gonna
me
start
3
taking
weeks.
money from you.
Okay, you're gonna start charging me.
I'm gonna start charging you.
Yeah.
And some are more serious.
Alexa, where can I get a coronavirus test?
Alexa, do Black Lives Matter?
Alexa, tell me about the fires in California.
Alexa, what are the new lockdown rules?
Alexa, inspire me.
And through it all, we learned that we have each other.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Alexa. How's your day?
I'm having a particularly splendid day because scientists discovered a third type of particle called anions. I think this new...
Oh my god. Okay, so the
Alexa, how was your day?
the video ends with this like, white 30-year-old chick like getting on the couch and cuddling up with a glass of wine and a pillow and leaning in and saying, "Alexa, how was your day?" It's just it's like no. Just no. That's what I have to say about it. What do you have to say about it, man?
Jeff Bezos wants us to lean into AI so that he doesn't feel so weird talking to his own, robot voices. Because he really wants a sex doll that talks back to him. I bet that's Jeff Bezos' dream, He wants to combine the real dolls with the Alexas so that you just have a figurine standing in your house that you're like, what's the weather? And then when they're like, it's 72 and sunny, you fuck them.
So what if Alexa just had like a real wet slot that you could just jam it in?
That's the cheap version,
So
that's the pocket pussy to the real
when
doll.
are we going to stop thinking of sex as shameful and taboo and start integrating like real, actual, wet, hot pussies, assholes, balls, nipples onto our Internet of Things products? So, you're thirsty in the middle of the night, you go to your smart fridge, you're like, oh, what do I have in the fridge? And it goes through, but like while you're waiting to getting you the most optimal thirst quenching device, you stick your dick in the fridge pussy and you fuck it, and then you come inside of it. And it takes care of it. It goes away.
It washes it out.
You're able to. It's just like you know what I mean? It's too taboo. We have to start making more. If we're gonna live in this world where our devices are friends, where you come home where you don't even come home, you come from your room to, you leave your bedroom / office now, and then you go downstairs and you cuddle up with some wine and your Alexa and your fucking friends on Zoom who are playing, Cards Against Humanity and like getting drunk on their screens, and everyone's talking to their Alexas. Why not have the thing jerk you off, finger you while you're doing it?
Well, the first step is putting Alexa in a throw pillow, like how they got those talking teddy bears.
Yeah.
You got to get a pillow that people have on their couch that they really can cuddle up with.
So you could get a pillow and it has an Alexa in it, and it has a built-in, genitalia of your choice.
Right.
And you can
get it
go,
with the dildo
hey
or
Alexa, do Black Lives do Black Lives matter? And then you come inside of it, and then and then it leaves and it never comes back again.
Well, at least it's not talking to you anymore. And not chirping in your ear.
Yeah.
When are they going to get the Alexa that chimes in on you?
Then you're just left with a little Alexa that you have to take care of. Yeah.
The Amazon Echo.
Right. Yeah. The Amazon. Wait, Amazon Echo. What's that?
That's just a little Alexa.
Oh, I didn't even know. These motherfuckers. Yeah. They really are trying to get us to accept this like virtual reality AI world. They're really trying, and like there was another commercial. I don't have the video for it, but again, I saw it on YouTube because that's where I see commercials, whatever. I don't know who's watching TV nowadays, but probably some fucking
nerds,
some like
fucking
cyberpunk
conspiracy
Generation
believers.
X, like, man, it's all fucked, man.
I'm just gonna watch.
We're all slaves in the Matrix, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kick back and watch 2.5 Men.
2.5 Men, but the commercial is like people interviewing for jobs and things like that, and they're like, he's like, all right, honey, I got my job interview, and they're just in their kitchen. And she's in the back, like on her hands and knees, like scrubbing like the wine from the glass after he beat her last night. He's like, there's like food everywhere. No, this isn't the real commercial, but it's just like people are in their homes,
compelling.
like people. That would be more compelling. People are in their homes and they're just like sitting there and like, all right, honey, I got my job interview. Or like the woman and her mom, and she's like, I'm going on my job interview now, mom. She's like, good luck. All right, and like just goes into. So they're really trying to sell this, like, this is the new normal, work from home, stay home, virtual AI, augmented reality, virtual reality, gaming, everything is Zoom and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, it's just lame. It's kind of lame. It's just lame.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like,
it's fucking lame. Unless they put pussies and dicks and everything, then it's interesting.
Right, unless you can actually have sex in this
and if you could have sex with all of your
because that's
AI
what makes dreams better.
Things, yeah. Like if the iPad came with a pussy,
you could just stop that earlier. If the iPad came,
it
would be a lot more interesting.
When the iPad came, when Siri came.
Oh man, are they gonna make a Siri that can like moan to your selected pattern?
Yeah,
like a vibration pattern.
That's a real male hubris. Let's try and make artificial intelligent devices that come because we don't know how to make women come. So we'll do it with science.
We'll do it.
I've been in the laboratory experimenting, and I've come up with a way that pinpoints the woman's orgasm. She's going to have 4 orgasms, and I have a scientific algorithm. But you know what? Those are the guys that innovate. I got to say, those are the guys that, because this is how it was for me when I was like, I didn't really try. And like I did fairly well with the ladies, and they never really said anything, and I just did whatever I want. No one told me anything.
No commentary.
But when you don't have that, then you need to really try. You need to figure things out. Like you need to figure out like all the technical
it's harder to improve
when you care. I guess is also too. Like I guess I didn't care because I was a piece of shit.
And that's why women never get better at sex, because nobody ever is giving them pointers.
No one's giving them pointers. No one's giving me pointers. No one's saying to me, oh, I like it when you do that. But then again, I didn't ask. Big problem. Big toxic masculinity problem over here.
You know what? I feel like I was asking too much. I had the opposite problem.
You're the opposite problem.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I was I would like always just ask too many questions. Like, are you like that? Is this good? Are you?
But did you learn from that?
I mean, definitely.
That's good.
But
you're in there like a fucking investigative journalist.
Yeah, but some of them would get like uncomfortable. Like, they'd be naked, and I'd have to like double check that they were like, like a certain age. Oh man, I literally had to like card some girls. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
don't incriminate yourself over here.
Oh no.
All right, so
no, I was carding them so I don't run into any sticky situations.
Yeah. Sticky.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this. So we're talking about YouTube commercials, whatever. Now the next thing I want to talk about is this also on YouTube thing. I saw this video. Like, I don't even know how it came up. It just like came up in my feed or whatever. Maybe I clicked on something that I wanted to know something about. I watched some Logan Paul thing. Mike Tyson ate 4 grams of mushrooms, 4 grams of dried mushrooms on Logan Paul's podcast. Just took 4 grams to the face, and he's like,
"That's what I do. I just eat the mushrooms. We're all love. It's all love. When we die, we become fungus, but one with the fungus."
Like, dude, he's amazing. I love the fact that he was able to, like, you know, beat and rape and kill people, and now he's changed his heart. He's had a change of heart. You know, psychedelics will change your heart. Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
and the Toad. He did the Toad, and and he's just like,
he's got this podcast now where he's like, yo, the Toad, it's all love. It'll expand your mind. You know, it reminds me of the time that I was, you know, bashing this guy's brains in.
Oh, there's a Mike Tyson podcast now?
He's got a called Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson.
Oh my God! Just every week tuning into that voice.
Yeah, and it's him and his co-host is maybe pull it up. His co-host is Adam something, but the co-host's voice is hilarious. He's like Mike Tyson's. Their voices are hilarious. So it's like Mike Tyson. They're interviewing like Exhibit, and he's like,
"Yeah, man, you know. So I'm telling you, the mushrooms are good. The mushrooms are good for your soul."
And Exhibit's like, "Oh, dog, yo, I did mushrooms, man. That shit fucked me up." And then
and it's all black and white.
Yeah, and then the co-host Adam Egret or whatever comes in. And he's like,
you know, mushrooms are actually really healing now because there's studies of them, right, Mike? They're studying these things.
And Mike Tyson's just like,
yeah, I remember one time I almost killed someone.
And like, this is it.
The volume.
Yeah.
All right, we have another episode of Hot Boxing. I'm Mike Tyson. I'm Evan Britton. And the guest today is the one that owned the Exhibit.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, champ. How are you?
I'm doing well.
What's up, man? How are you, man?
Today was just me and my own existence. Nobody else existed. You know?
I must have did that shit wrong. I did mushrooms. I did mushrooms twice, and every time I think I did it wrong. I'm fucked. Either I took too much, or it was not good. What was your experience?
Oh,
all right, so yeah, you could watch that clip. It's funny though, but it's just like he's got this kind of I think the guy used to be a professional football player, athlete or something. Adam Egret. I'm sure he's a great guy, whatever. But just got this funny voice in contrast to Mike Tyson. He's like,
so what was your experience?
He's like, I'll tell you what mine was. I ate these mushrooms. I was with this prostitute. And then this guy, he started coming at me, so I grabbed a golf club. I jumped on his car.
It's just
reactions that Mike Tyson would only have.
Yeah. It's wild. But anyway, so I'm on YouTube and I'm watching shit, and I don't know, like, what is happening. I think you made a good point before. I want you to say that again because it was interesting about these kids that make these videos. I bought everything from 5 stores, 22 million views. This guy, Mr. Beast, like, I don't know. I don't understand. I'm out of it. Like, I don't really get what's happening. People are watching YouTube videos, mostly kids are watching YouTube videos of other kids doing these things. Like, we ate every cereal in, the supermarket, or we snuck into a movie theater for 24 hours, and the picture of them is like with these shocking faces, and they have a popcorn bowl, and they're like, whoa, and then this guy buys everything in every store.
Item in 5 stores.
He goes in, so it's like a hype beast, like flex, right? Like he goes into the store and he's like, yo, I'm buying everything in here, like line it up, I'm buying everything. So he's like showing off to impress these old people. They're like, I work here part-time. After I retired, I had nothing to do, and I came down here and I started working here, and I get, $17.25 an hour. I go home, I have some lasagna that I had leftovers last night, and this kid's coming in here with his posse, going, load it all up in the van, Gramps. What are they saying? Let's see what they're saying.
So it's actually really good that we got all these warm puffy jackets.
Wait, I'm getting some static. Maybe hold it back a little bit. Yeah.
Just start grabbing stuff. We need to get all of it. If anybody knows how to buy their own store, it's the people who work here. Okay, I got it. You want me to pull? Yes, pull. We're going to be donating all these jackets to people in need, so it's actually really good that we got all these warm puffy jackets for them.
All right, so they're doing it for a good reason. Okay, so that's cool. But, like, who are these kids, and where do they have this money, and why do they why do they have to make such a grandstanding thing about it? Why can't they just be like, hey, we're gonna like give the homeless like some stuff, and like, I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm not getting. What's your take, Matt?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how much money they made from 29 million views times, 0.8 of a cent for a view. And it looks like they made just about 20 grand. This was
and that's
posted,
like conservatively.
Well, yeah, 20 grand,
Yeah.
and this is without any sort of sponsorship ads. This is just 20 grand straight from YouTube for this video.
I would like
And it was
to
put up-
round these kids up and take them to a warehouse and just and scare them and wear masks
Yeah.
and light a
'Cause
fire.
you're jealous of them for making 20 grand in 2 days.
Yes. No, I think it would be, first of all, probably, but second of all, that would be entertaining. That would be entertaining. It would be like to do it, and they're like, "Yo, what up, guys? We're here at this warehouse. We got Mr. Beast and his whole crew tied up in a fire pit on the inside. Yo, well, let's go inside and see if their skin's melting off."
You know what would get even more views if you live streamed it and had
Be sure to
people
smash that like
type
button.
in suggestions.
Yo, type in yo, what up, fam? Yo, be sure to smash that subscribe button. I don't know. I can't. To me, I feel like I'm trying to just be as authentic as not even trying to be. I'm not trying to be. I take that back. I just feel when people are doing things at this like this kind of grandiose level, or with this kind of like artificial swagger or something, it just doesn't feel right. And like we were talking about before about how it seems like a lot of people are like sounding similar, or sounding the same, like influencers or YouTube people. Like there's not a whole lot of diversity out there of like, whoa, that guy's like wildly different than this person.
Yeah.
Like the Logan Paul, Jake Paul, like Mr. Beast guys, they all just seem the same to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get them. I don't understand them.
Well, it's all like, kind of just knockoffs. Like if you have like a knockoff of a comedian, like who's that guy that Bill
You mean
Hickok.
Seinfeld? What's the deal with ripping off other people? Am I right? Oh, Dennis Leary. He totally ripped off Bill Hicks.
Yeah, it's like
it's
known.
gross. It's disgusting.
And so people didn't like him as much. I couldn't even think of his name.
Yeah, Dennis Leary. Because I heard Dennis Leary before I heard Bill Hicks.
Oh, really?
And then somebody told me, no, man, you got to go listen to Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks is the original guy. Dennis Leary stole all that. And like Dennis Leary like literally stole.
He looks like a guy.
A lot of shit from Bill Hicks, because you go listen to it, it's like word for word, like Leary's like, I love to smoke, and like that was like Bill Hicks thing. Like he would talk about that, and he would talk about he lifted jokes like verbatim.
Oh yeah. Before like
but this is stand-up comedy, entertainment. You're crafting things. The thing that I don't get with these kids with these YouTube videos is like they go to a store and they go, yeah, hi, I'd like to buy everything in your store. It's like, and like I said, like you got some fucking depressed like grandfather who just got like a new job because his like pandemic, he got screwed over with the pandemic.
Yeah.
Whoever's working at the store, there's just some like lonely cat lady that needs like, an extra $400 a week, and you get some YouTube kids coming in there going, what up, fam? We're buying the whole store, and she's just like.
And it takes like all day.
Yeah, she's
you
like,
don't get a commission out of that.
I'd like to not do this with my day. Like, but I'm sure they probably, we're gonna throw this bitch some money too. Like, what up? Level up, slut.
Yeah, but they're just in there being annoying all day, just like humping the walls and shit. I don't know what the fuck these YouTube kids are doing.
Humping the walls.
Just like, just doing like little pranks and just like, doing like little quick cutscenes that don't make sense until you slice them all together, and little fucking.
So Kanye West is fucking a dude.
Technically, yeah.
Do we know that he's fucking this person?
Well, I mean, they're dating. They haven't released a sex tape yet.
So Kanye West is dating a dude.
That's right.
He's like gay or bisexual or.
I mean, Kanye. He's just refusing to be like defined.
Yeezy, baby.
I'm the best. I'm Kanye. I'm like Leonardo da Vinci with Gandhi, with, got that flavor, got that fire, got that Genghis Khan energy. You don't even know. I'm like Jesus Walks. When I tried Jesus Walks, I was 23. Then I made the deal with Nike, and Nike didn't want to go through, so then I got Adidas, and Adidas, they said, you got to sign the contract, but, the music producers, they're not getting it. We're not getting it. We knew we out here, we're doing it for the kids, bruh.
That's my Kanye. He's always talking. He's just like Trump. He just talks about the deals that he's made. He's so boring to listen to. It's like, all right, Kanye, I don't care about the deal that you're making with Nike or Adidas or Reebok.
That's what new entertainers always. I mean, that's what old entertainers always like turn into. Like Jay-Z isn't impressive anymore because he's just like a billionaire.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I just realized I don't give a shit about this.
Yeah.
I just.
You don't really care if
I catch myself.
Jeffree Star is fucking some booty.
I don't care. I don't give a shit. But like, it's like sometimes I'll catch myself and I'll be like, why am I looking at this?
Why am I worried about
Why do I care? Like, why? Not even worried. It's just like, why am I looking at this?
Yeah.
No, I don't need to look at it.
All right. It's inconsequential.
Yeah. It just doesn't. It doesn't inconsequential. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So should we talk about the raid on the Capitol?
Quite an interesting one. It was very different. I mean, the first thing that I noticed
different from what, the last one.
It was it was different from as far as the riots go.
If you thought that this riot was bad, wait until the next year's.
Yeah, dude,
riot.
they were trying to show up those 2020 riots from side blue, so side red came through. Huh?
Can I have another one?
Go for it. Yeah, 3. Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, so they were just trying to,
like the sound of a fresh beer opening.
Yeah, good luck trying to. Oh shit, twist
nice,
off.
Right?
I didn't know there was a twist off. I've been cracking these open with my opener,
and that is a microcosm of your life.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I feel like it was interesting how the authorities responded to these riots versus the last riots, because these riots, they kind of stood down, and I feel like it's for a good reason, because people who are in these riots have a higher chance of having guns and have a higher amount of guns.
Dude, my mind is completely blown. Like, you would think the Capitol, DC, the White House, all these, the Pentagon, whatever, all these buildings that are high up, American tradition, the land of the free, the home of the whatever, the frogs, that you would think that like if people wanted to break in, that they would be vanquished off of the face of the earth. They would be vaporized.
Right. That's kind of the
there
thought.
would be SWAT, military, like snipers, Secret Service agents trained and ready to go. Aren't they training? Shouldn't they have like 25,000 cameras and like snipers all over the place up in high positions?
I remember visiting DC and getting the sniper on the roof pointed out to me.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the tour guide was like, check it out, it's the sniper.
It begs the question then, why wasn't that the case with this situation?
It's because they're afraid of all these people with guns and it turning it into like an armed conflict.
I don't think so. I doubt that, because like there's a real bit, you gotta have a hole in your brain if you think that a country that spends $750 billion, not including the black budget, on quote unquote defense, which is basically just weapons and arms and military and occupation and invasion and all this kind of stuff.
That's why they call it the black budget, because they're invading black areas.
Well, brown, black, all those kinds of areas. But the actual legitimate published military budget for the defense budget is $750 billion. It's the United States spends each year more money combined than the next 12 countries combined.
Is it 12? I thought it was 18.
Maybe it's the next 18 combined. All of them. It doesn't matter. It's just. But anyway, my point is, when you have this kind of like, we have 182 bases or something like that in 70 different countries or more all over the globe, endless war, terrorism, Lockheed, Raytheon, General Dynamics, all these fucking places, and you're telling me that you don't have you can't stop a guy in a buffalo hat that calls himself a quantum level shaman from entering into the Capitol building. Like guys like with like trucker hats that like are putting their feet up on desks, and something about it just seemed really fishy, really strange, really weird. I think it was staged. I think it was set up. I think not staged, but I think it was encouraged and provoked by
it was
other people that were leading it, that wanted the results to be this way.
Yeah.
You know? And it's, I mean, obviously, right? And it's, I'm not saying it's fake, like some people died. I'm saying that it was encouraged and promoted. There's always heavier hands pulling the strings. It wasn't just like this guy with the buffalo hat or the bison helmet or whatever with the face paint, James Angeli or whatever his name is. This guy and his other like cronies, they weren't just like, let's do it. Like it was somebody from somewhere else was like, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to create. This is what we're going to foment. This is what we're going to stir up. And
because it started with a Trump rally.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
but
they already
I
had,
think
like,
the
the pop
plan was
bubbling.
already to do that, you know? I think the plan was already to do that. But it's just like, you know, obviously a lot of these people have like problems with like mental health, and they're like, you know, alone and depressed, and a lot of the problems that are plaguing our country, a lot of you know, like men who are lonely and alone, and they're depressed, and they're more prone to paranoia, they're more prone to, you know, conspiratorial type thinking and stuff. They live in their mother's basement or their father's basement or their own basement. They built a house, but they just live in the basement. and they want some camaraderie. They want some sense of meaning, some sense of purpose. And they go to the Trump rallies, and they you know, believe that they're, you know, on a mission and they're here for a thing. And it's like, it's cool. It's like, we all want to feel like we're on a purpose. Like, I want to feel like I'm fighting against the sex trafficking, you know, reptiles from Neptune, you know, and storm the Capitol and overthrow the government. Revolution, man. But it's like, it never what happens after the revolution? We're still here, motherfucker. Like every revolution, we're still fucking, what's going on? We're still here. It's still the same old bullshit that cycles up.
Right. I mean, like the day after the Civil War, you know, they had to like figure some shit out because that was probably pretty awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, so okay, well, I guess we'll you guys will. Yeah, but even that, like the Confederate flag, like, I think they said it was the first time that a Confederate flag has been flown inside the Capitol building since the Civil. I think it was since the Civil War, but I think I also heard someone say that not even during the Civil War they flew a Confederate
that makes sense
flag.
because
they didn't get there.
Yeah.
So it's the first time since before Civil War times. I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's just, you know, we've talked about this a lot on the show before about. It's just like, you know, we're living, the more and more that we have these virtual, you know, devices and online separation, isolation, the more and more we're going to have people just creating their own versions of reality, their own belief systems, their own cults, their own religions. And the more and more you're going to have shit like this happen. And, you know, my thing is like, I don't give a fuck about the federal government. I think it sucks. I think, you know, I'm just want to do my thing. And, you know, I'm not really going to worry about that. I'm not going to get all tied up in that shit. If you know, federal agents start trying to kidnap me to take me to a FEMA camp, then I'm going to get worried.
Then you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, well, I guess. But like, yeah, I mean, I guess I'd go with a smile, but it'd suck. I want to continue my life. But everybody's getting so worked up about things that it's just like, look, it's over. Like this, let's just stop with this thing. It's annoying enough already. Trump, Biden, Ken Pelosi, the Capitol, the this, the that. I'm here. I'm not there. That's over there. Yeah. I'm here. Like, I'm good. We got In-N-Out Burger. It just came to Colorado. I'm psyched.
I mean, you still can't go there because it's got a 2.5 hour wait.
No, updated times. It's like shorter now. It's
really?
Good. Oh, yeah.
Is it down to an hour?
Those are the priorities. These are the priorities that we're talking about here in Colorado. This is why Colorado's awesome, because we care about getting high and going to In-N-Out Burger.
That's
and
right.
Taking copious amounts of mushrooms, realizing you're an infinite being that exists in multiple dimensions, and just chilling and having fun with it.
Yeah, and then forgetting about
Not
that.
going
as
to the
soon as you come
Capitol building with a buffalo hat and screaming.
Yeah.
You know, come on.
Yeah, well, a lot of those people are just looking for something to like blame their problems on, you know? Because
I'll give them something to blame their problems on. You want it?
What is it?
The Jews. No, I'm just kidding. Classic Jews. Oh yeah,
always
go down
messing
with
it
that
up.
one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, seriously though, it's the whiter than white people, like the really albino people. Those are the people we have to worry about, because you want to talk about white supremacy, I guarantee you these people are thinking it's going to be their turn next.
Oh, yeah?
The Pleiadians.
Their turn next
The
for
star
what?
seeds. I don't know. Kind of lost myself there.
We were talking about those people who just want to take their anger out on certain political or conspiratorial idea.
Yeah.
And so they storm the Capitol.
Well, it's just like life is fucking boring sometimes. And you know, I mean, seriously, I think that the real situation is that we've created this cookie cutter, you know, bland, kind of one size fits all, mega corporate conglomerate factory farm zoo. And, you know, we're supposed to be walking around like everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of, you know, like, okay, great. Yeah. There's like some good stuff about that, but there's also just a lot of shit. There's a lot of boringness. It's predictability. It's
right.
You know, it's like people want some fucking like otherworldly, cosmic, you know, divine, spiritual, enlightened, fucking take me to the top of the mountain, send me to the Capitol, just show me the way. I'm here to serve you, Jesus. I'm here to ignite the fire in Washington, D.C. I'll go to the Capitol. Yeah. I'll put a pentagram in the, not a pentagram. I'll put a cross. I'll put whatever you want me to put. I'll put it there for the Lord. Yeah. It's like you get captured in that fucking higher purpose energy, and then it's just like, okay, now shit becomes interesting. Yeah. Because now you have all kinds of kooks and characters and charlatans and hucksters and fucking slime balls and nutbags and weirdos doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah, it's not even boredom. It's like blandness. You know, people just have this
like the daily 9 to 5 life.
Because maybe if you're like a manager at like a CVS, you know, you got shit happening. And it's not like boring. You got stuff going on. But like if you try to like go tell a story like, oh yeah, we had this one new employee who like didn't know the rule about this, so we ran into this predicament, and I had to like run back in the middle of like me sleeping but like, you know, some of these people that storm the Capitol like miss going down and hunting down a fucking buffalo or like a fucking ox, you know, and then getting chased away.
Like you did this summer when you killed that bison. I mean, oh shit. Wait, hold on. Are we recording? Oh yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Okay. Anyway, Matt took a picture next to a bison. You can see it on his Instagram. You didn't kill one.
Nope.
But anyway, I just hit stop, so we're not recording anymore. But remember when we were in Badlands National Park in South Dakota? Yeah. And we pulled over, and that massive bison was there? Yeah. And you just went over and you slit its throat? I was like, dude.
Well, you know, it tried to make a move on me, and I just had my box cutter on me. So I was like, dude, what the fuck? And like, I'm like, if it was just like a regular knife, I wouldn't have, you know, hurt it. But like a box cutter, you know, they go out like 6 inches, so I could actually like get through all the hair and
then
shit.
But like, you know? I mean, you really.
Once the blood was flowing, I was already in.
Yeah, you were screaming, "You're an endangered species for a reason, motherfucker."
You know what? They're actually not an endangered species anymore.
Yeah, but you were pissed about that. You were like, you wanted them to be endangered.
You were an endangered species. I was missing
you were
the good old days.
trying to get them back on the endangered species level.
You know, the Native Americans were trying to kill the buffaloes.
That's pretty badass. I bet if you told a chick that like you slaughtered a buffalo.
It would have to be the right chick, you know. She's got to have a certain color of hair.
She's got to be into dudes that murder buffaloes. Like you just walk into a saloon after a day in the park, and people are like, "Hey, what's going on? Like, hey, what's up? What did you do today?" And you're just like, "Fucking murdered a buffalo. What'd you do?" And they're like, "Oh, cool. Did you bring back any of like the meat for grilling or the fur for?"
Sold
like,
it all.
You're like, "Nah, I just left it there."
Oh, because that's a whole different. That's a whole different clientele.
What did you kill it with? An Uzi. Fucking sprayed that shit. Blah, blah. Bison, yeah, I gotta kill the bison, man. Oh, I gotta kill the bison, man. Matt was killing bison in the park. I told him, don't come till it's dark. Running down the street, you don't wanna meet buffalo meat. I'm telling you, we got it cheap. Come call us on.
It's good that you're doing this singing with the thing not running.
Reggaeton. We're doing buffalo murder. We're doing buffalo murder.
Is that the sequel to Buffalo Soldier?
Yeah, it's like Buffalo Soldier, right? It's like all about like peace and like unity. And this is just like, now we're gonna blast buffaloes, man. We're just spraying buffaloes with Uzis.
Yeah, just fucking roasting them. Just fucking lighting them up. I mean, that's what I imagine is going on in Texas right now.
Yeah, I don't know. But I when I was in Vietnam, I had
an Uzi or a buffalo.
When I was, it's crazy that I can say when I was in Vietnam, I did a tour in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Versus like I did 2 tours in Nam.
Yeah. Like and my uncle.
But like my parents' generation was like Vietnam was like a horrible hellish place. It's terrible. And then I went there and had like mojitos and like fucking ate food and hung out and drove like a dirt bike and people were like, "Oh, so these kids told me that you could go to a field and rent different kinds of like heavy artillery, like a bazooka, and you could
like leftover shit from
for $500 American you could rent a bazooka and shoot a live cow." And I was like,
"What?"
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, that's fucking insane." Like I there's no way that I'm gonna want any part of doing that. But really, I mean, that was the first feeling I had. After you pull that trigger and what? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't.
No, you just did a pig.
It's pretty sick though. But then it is thought provoking because it's like, well, I guess if you eat animals, but on the other hand, there's something strange about someone that's excited to go launch a bazooka at a cow.
You know what?
That's not normal.
They're catering to a niche market. Even if it's like 1% of 1% of the population.
Do you think that more people, if murder wasn't illegal, do you think more people would murder?
Yeah, I know some people.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think there's a lot of people out there that are going, "Oh, I would murder that person, but damn it, it's illegal."
They're not. It's not it's not more people.
Shit.
All the premeditated murder.
Hey Alexa, is murder legal?
Is murder okay?
Alexa, is it okay to murder? Yes, murder is now legal. Oh, wonderful. Kids, honey. Murder's legal now. Oh, great.
Don't touch my Uzi.
I love the Uzi. Yeah. Don't touch my Tech 9.
Yeah.
Honey, where's my Glock?
Honey, have you seen my Glock? I'm just taking out the kids, sweetie.
Hey, mushrooms are illegal too. I'm going to eat 5 grams of mushrooms and go murder some people. Who wants to come?
God.
Come down the street, eat some mushrooms and murder.
Come down the street and murder with me.
Yeah. So I really don't think
people would kill in the heat of the moment.
No, but yeah, in the heat of the moment, but people, that's what I'm saying, Matt. Like, people kill in the heat of the moment. Nobody's in the heat of the moment and goes, "Ah, oh, if it wasn't illegal, I would totally murder you."
Are you sure? I bet a ton of people do that.
I think if it's really in the heat of the moment, you're gonna get murdered. Doesn't matter. If no one's ever stopped themselves and been like, "Wait, what am I doing? This is illegal."
How do you know that? They just never get in the news because
What are you,
they
nuts?
didn't finish it.
I know. I mean, I bet people do that, but what I'm saying is that's not the sole preventer of murder.
Yeah.
You know, people murder in the heat of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
People also murder, you know, kill people, take people out. This guy knows too much. This guy doesn't know enough. This guy, you know, this guy's got to go.
Mm-hmm.
This woman's got to go. Whoever.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody from any
The good old cold-blooded killers.
You know, that's actually interesting. Like, we should have more of like an LGBTQ inclusive, like, you know, like murder hitman type style movie. We don't really have that.
Well, I mean, the main ones that we have that are just like people that are like repressed gay. You know, there's not a lot of openly gay murderers. You know, tons of repressed gay murderers. Jeffrey Dahmer.
You think so?
Super repressed gay. Yeah, he would only pick up only pick up boys and like men, and he was just looking for a dude with a hairless chest.
Yeah, but like
he never laid his hands on a woman.
Right, but he was not. It wasn't because of that he started eating people's faces.
I mean, there are a lot of like psychologists who have theorized that that's what kind of got him into it, is because he was kind of like repressed gay growing up in like the 70s when it was not cool, and then he just got into like opening people up, and by the time it was okay to be gay, he was already moved on from gay.
So you think that's why we have less serial killers now?
I definitely.
There was just a period of time where people were just like, "Fuck that shit! I'd rather fucking eat someone's face. I'd rather kill someone and fold their body up in my freezer."
Yeah, or like they got to be still while I'm fucking them, so nobody fucking knows. Not even them.
They could be going, "It's as big as a whale."
Yep, that's what they're always saying.
That's what everybody should be doing, is just doing it up, man. And then, so I think we would have less murder then, because we would, like, people wouldn't murder people, because the freer that society gets, the more people respect each other. Not a lot of people are going to murder people.
I mean,
but if murder became, here's a good point though. I guarantee you, if murder was announced as being legal tomorrow, like if they were like, you know, tomorrow I'm announcing by executive order, okay, murder is now totally legal, totally 100%. Go out and kill people. Like if that if that happened, like that would be, we would have complete civil war. Like, and there'd be like left liberal, like people just can't wait to go just murder Trump people.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd have like we'd have like these full-on real wars. Like people would be meeting at like Cheeseman Park, like with like whatever they could get,
and then be fucking LARPing.
But they'd be really fighting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But they'd be LARPing.
But then I wouldn't be a part of that, and I would just wait until the dust settles, and then everybody kills each other, and then everybody else who's sane is left.
Yeah. I mean, like I was doing the math earlier today, and only 18, like. My mom was saying something about like, oh, this is how half the country feels, you know, but it's not half the country.
No.
Half the country did not vote for Trump. 18% of the country voted for Trump, you know, and that's like
18%.
18%, 62 million, just about 63 million. That's about 18%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
it's just absurd, though. The whole thing is absurd.
Yeah.
Let's have a race every 4 years, and it's gonna be either this person or this person, and they say that they're gonna do this, and they say that they're gonna do that, and it's just you know. We got to get out of this environment of being a part of this higher thing. Oh, Democrat Party, you know, Republican Party, Young American Conservative, whatever. Everybody wants to be a part of something because they think that they fucking know something. Nobody knows shit. And then everybody winds up arguing with each other. And it's like, is that really how you want to spend your fucking time here? It's just like squabbling.
Yeah.
Let's just fucking live, man.
Right, but they just want people to live the way that they're living and
guy's
enjoy
not
what they're
living.
enjoying.
He's not doing what I like to do. Maybe I'll fucking kill him. He's not me. Therefore, he needs to die.
I'm gonna get him.
Kill him, kill him, kill him.
Yeah.
I am the demon that kills all not like me.
Yeah, people aren't thinking of like their the people around them as an ecosystem. You know, you can't have like an ecosystem just deer. You know, just deer and empty. You need like all the fucking people who are plants.
You need the wolves.
You need all. Yeah, you need people
the
who are wolves
squirrels
to eat the deers. But
you
you
need
also
the flowers.
Yeah.
You need the fish. You need the bear. You need the whole thing.
Somebody's got to be a flower, whether you like it or not. You're a flower.
I mean, I'd love to be a flower.
Right, and you know you got a cool time with the bees going on, but then some deer comes and fucks you up.
It'd be cool to be a flower. Just have bees just land on you and like, hey, what's up? Do their thing, pollinate your face.
Well, they're like dropping off some dirty pollen from some
my
other
face,
ones.
bee.
I mean, technically, you're having sex with some
do
flower.
they think that is there bee porn that's like them just like they're the best flowers volume 7 like tulips, sunflowers, and like bees just get together and watch other bees land on the flowers and do their thing and like spray their pollen and oh shit.
Well, just
all
like,
over that flower's
just dropping
face.
off their legs like
yeah.
masses and just picking up more pollen. Just big pollen shot videos.
Pollen shots, yeah. Pollination videos.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll wrap on bee porn. I think that's a good place to wrap.
Mm-hmm.
But before we do, why don't we go to
one
Matt's
last
segment,
little quick update from the news of the world.
From the news of the world, that Matt looks like the guy on the zigzag rolling paper.
Zigzag man.
He's zigzag.
Roll one up in your papers. Leave that tobacco behind, except for the insides.
What do you got?
I got update from Big Pharma. Talking about a couple different
Big Pharma.
Yeah, Big Pharma. Just, you know, a couple different companies that I got a
couple different companies
that I got interested in, you know, because we talk about psychedelics on the show. Yeah, and
we're talking about psychedelics.
Yeah, if you don't know it at home, folks, this is a show about psychedelics. That's the end of the name. And we're trying to figure out a way to get psychedelics into your homes with these.
I could have jumped, but I knew you saw it coming, and just the visual of me holding, like you're gonna get beheaded, but I was holding the sword right in fucking front of you,
just like showing me my reflection in the shiny fucking steel.
In their homes, Ed Helms, starring Helms, Ed Helms in the new show Helms.
Hey, I couldn't decide between houses and homes.
Houses and homes. Houses and homes. Houses and homes. It's as big as a whale. Houses
as big as a whale.
Go ahead, sorry.
So, I got news as big as a whale about psychedelics. You don't have to put your mic down. I got plenty of news, but not enough, you know, because there's all these companies getting into trying to get psychedelics, and you know, I noticed that the laws with mushrooms are kind of popping up a lot quicker than the weed laws.
Yeah,
you know?
I get these messages on LinkedIn like all the time.
Yeah,
people like, "Hey, Mike, love this is the voice that I think they sound like in the message. Hey, glad to connect here on LinkedIn. See what you're doing in the psychedelic scene. Looks fantastic. Would love to circle up, triangulate, square things around, see if we can kind of capitalize on this psychedelic opportunity. Maybe reach out and circle back with that."
Right, but like think about talking about psychedelics on LinkedIn like 5 years ago.
Yeah, true.
Even 5 years
It's just
ago.
funny. It's like these corny people that are they don't know shit, and they just go, "Hey, psychedelics is real burgeoning business, huh?"
So it's a hot topic these days.
It's pretty hot, right? But I'm like, yeah, all right, give me all your money, and I'll tell you what to do.
Yeah. So you get to be at the ground floor of it.
Yeah.
You know, and hopefully you get some big pharma companies coming to you asking you, "Oh, hey Mike, how do you grow your mushrooms so good?"
This is a Big Pharma here. Hi, this is President of Big Pharma, looking for a little Mike.
Mr. Pharma himself here calling you. Call me Big. You can call me Big. We're friends now.
The wife calls me Big. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. The wife calls me Big.
That's why anybody names their first name Big, you know?
Yeah.
The wife you got to get your girlfriend to call you Big at that point, though.
Biggie.
Wife calls me Biggie.
Yeah.
He's got a Mike Tyson accent.
Yo, I tell you what.
All right, so what do we got? So Big Pharma,
So
what are they
we
doing?
got
What is their
Big Pharma.
evil
I was looking at this
plans?
one company from British Columbia, Canada, called Champignon. They have to pick a shitty French word, you know, and
like
they-
champagne.
Yeah, so a lot of I noticed that they're actually trying to get in with this, but it's a flawed plan on their part because they're built around, you know, selling treatments, not cures. But mushrooms are the cure. You know, you can just you can have a really good mushroom experience and, you know, be cured of some shit that, you know,
One
that
time
happened.
I ate mushrooms, I fucked a toad.
Yeah, fucked it right in the toad hole.
I said, I'm the champ.
You told that toad? Imagine bragging to some toads. Yeah, I don't think they're getting toads on the market anytime soon. But the order of things that's coming on the market is really surprising because they had ketamine last year. So you can get ketamine legally.
I love ketamine.
Yeah, I know. Like when I discovered it in fucking 2015, you know, I was like, all right, this is gonna take a long fucking time because they had barely legalized any weed. I remember having thoughts about like, oh, one day this is gonna be legal. I didn't think it was gonna be in 4 fucking years. And my buddies were gonna be like, hey, I got these ketamine pills. You wanna fucking pop them open and sniff them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. I love ketamine. And I think it's a wonderful drug.
But so this Champignon brand company was suspicious because they're picking up a ketamine clinic over in California. They are picking up research on psilocybin and MDMA. They are like working with the FDA to get it like the special breakthrough status, which means they can just use it in their drugs quicker. And I feel like that's a big reason that a lot of these cities are like going legal is because like big pharma is allowing them to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. I mean, it's going the pharmaceutical medical model. I mean, that's the way that it's gonna be going. So that'll be the dominant model. But hopefully, the dominant model opens up and keeps opened up the decriminalized, decentralized, communal, co-op kind of model, and it's able to remain that way because that's the way that I like to work with these things is in a ritual, ceremonial way, not in a hospital setting or a therapeutic way necessarily, in more of a shamanic way, in a legitimately shamanic way.
You don't want to have to pop open an app to go with your mushrooms.
Yeah, I want to be with them in
But that's what they have now.
the earth.
They have an app to go with your mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an app that the company is, well, actually it's a different company. It's an app that's being developed with the Imperial Institute. Oh, that's my mic. Popped out.
What popped out?
Nothing popped out, but you can't hear me anymore, can you?
No.
Yeah.
That's weird. Oh, did you?
Oh, I fucked it up. Sorry.
You pushed the button?
I fucked it up. Yeah, that's my bad, folks.
No,
Anyway,
there's no you're bad, folks. You're gonna edit that part out.
Oh yeah. This is not a live show. Anyway, an app for your mushrooms doesn't sound good to me. It's got some corny little name, you know, and it's just like they're kind of going in the directions of those like self-help mental health apps, like how was your day? But it's like how was your trip? You know,
Yeah.
rate your euphoria, and like I guess it's like good to like track your trip experiences to see if you made any progress. But like,
Here's my problem. This is all good. There's nothing wrong with this. It's fine. It's whatever. But it's just boring, I think. Like I'm bored by it. It doesn't interest me. It's like I like the wild, the far out, the weird, the surreal, the absurd. A lot of what we've been doing on this podcast is just saying absurd shit.
Yeah.
Like I love the funky, the crazy, and that part of psychedelic culture I feel like is being not being talked about as much. It's still but it's still going on, but it's not strong. And it's like most of the play is about the research and the therapeutic benefits and all this kind of stuff. And it's like
everybody's
that's
pushing
cool.
so hard to get it legal.
Right. It's like that's cool. Or you could just like have a free and fun world. Like we don't need to be co-opted by and commercialized.
Yeah,
by
you
the
don't need a
dominant.
You don't need a doctor's permission
to be taking these compounds.
Right. Yes,
To
exactly.
be experiencing part
What
of
is
your
that
own
face you're
human
making?
chemistry. I'm
Do you
just
need
trying
to do that to do
yeah,
the
I'm
voice?
just trying to like
Do you need to
alter
do
my
that to
nasal.
do the
I
voice?
can't get quite
Yeah.
nasally enough.
So we're gonna make a lot.
Instead of picking them from the ground.
Yeah, I see. I understand that. It's just boring. It's lame. It's not
Yeah.
as exciting. And
But that's how stuff gets legalized. You got to make it boring.
I guess
Weed's
so.
getting more boring.
Yeah.
Weed was so exciting when I was younger.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
now it's just boring. It's just you go to the store, you get your weed.
it's still good.
It's still good, but it's a lot more. It used to, you have to like know somebody. You had to make connections.
Yeah.
And then people would be like, "Yo, can I like buy some weed off you?" And you would have to like make a decision. Like, can I do this? You'd have all like the the stuff. You got your scale, and you'd be like, oh, "I'm gonna rip this guy off, but I'm not gonna rip this guy off because he's my buddy." And like this guy, like he's all right, but he fucks with me, so I'm gonna put some tobacco in his weed so it burns on him.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
fucking, like it was a whole ecosystem. It had like the community structure, and since it wasn't legalized, it wasn't regulated. So I was a part of the regulation.
Okay.
It was nice. It is nice to be a part of the regulation, but now it's just, you got to pay $200 to get your med badge if you want to sell it. You got to pay to play.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I miss when it was like, oh man, smoke this to like enhance your trip or whatever, or like smoke this to fucking.
I wish I had a flute on the end of this where I could just go.
Yeah.
I want to play the flute. All right, that concludes the show for this week. This is
folks.
DOSADELIC. This is a newer show that we're doing. I'm bouncing around the idea here. Seeing if Matt and me can make something that's different than what I currently do on my podcast right now, and that's entertaining and that's fun and that's just loose and silly. So if you guys like this, please let us know. Let me know, and we'll make more of these and possibly do video. A lot of ideas. People calling in segments, sketches that we'll write beforehand, play out on the show, music, all this kind of stuff. We have a lot of fun and silly ideas. We want to keep psychedelics weird. We want to keep life weird and interesting and cool and funny.
We want to keep the big companies out of it.
And
unless you're trying to sponsor us.
Yeah, unless I was just about to get to the ad reads. So thanks to Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, General Dynamics, Boston Dynamics, Pfizer, Moderna, and Dr. Fauci. This podcast is sponsored by Andrew Cuomo. Bye.